Hey, what's up? It's Mistress Mondays. You already know what it's giving, honey. I'm coming to you in the full Dom Top Daddy mask form. I know y'all say non-binary T is valid. I'm not sure what the he, she, we, they, thems are giving, but as you can see, I'm coming to you as a manly man. I haven't been in drag for a few weeks. I've taken a little itsy bitsy break. You know, I had to get my chakras aligned. I had to take a break and just, you know, do what boys do. I think the time has come to finally shave all the off. I've been itching to let the monster come out, and I think as I'm about to hit 100,000 subscribers, by the way, if you're not subscribed, do it right the now. I have to take it back to my first YouTube video. I transformed into Mistress on the YouTube channel for the first time ever. I'm gonna get in drag, and we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I'm gonna be answering all y'all's evil, nasty, rotted questions. And listen, if you're not in the Instagram broadcast channel, you're missing out, because I already tell you, if you're tuned in every Mistress Monday, you already know what I'm about to say. You have to subscribe, you have to be a part of the Instagram broadcast channel, because that's where I always tell y'all what's happening, and that's where y'all can interact. Some of the questions were already so nasty and rotted, I had to, you know, I already knew I had to vet some of them. I think I found the perfect blend of madness and chaos. So without further ado, before I forget, we're almost to 100,000 subscribers. I have been doing the YouTube thing for a couple months now. It's been one of the most consistent things in my life. If you're enjoying Mistress Mondays, you enjoy all the madness and chaos, make sure you're subscribed, because baby, I have a very sickening 100,000 subscriber video coming up. I have so many huge projects coming up, and I cannot wait for you to see everything. So make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate y'all so much. This has been one of the best things I've gotten to do all year, and I look forward to every Monday. And coming very soon, I'm gonna be uploading twice a week, so stay tuned, because you already know what it gives, honey. Let me take this off and let's become a woman, okay? Now let's clock this tea. We should be able to use the internet without anybody stealing our data, but unfortunately that's not always the case. Baby, we see everybody from the average Joe to celebrities getting hacked left and right, and that's exactly why I started using VPN security. Baby, I don't want any hacker or internet provider seeing my data. All my data is encrypted, my emails, my pictures, my videos. That way I can just get on with my work, trolling, and I don't have to worry about my online security. And that's why I partnered with today's sponsor, Private Internet Access. PIA is the world-leading VPN provider, and is one of the biggest and most trusted VPN services in the world. And for all my computer nerds out there, their VPN is 100% open source code, so that means you can take a look under the hood and examine just how private and secure their service really is. Almost no other VPN is this transparent, so it's no wonder why they have over 30 million downloads. Private Internet Access is a US-based VPN service known for having one of the biggest server bases in the entire world. I mean, baby, the 30,000 servers speak for themselves. Now listen, you know I love shenanigans, and when you're acting a fool online, it's very important to keep your data private and to keep your identity a secret. I also love PIA as somebody who's constantly traveling, because it allows you to access your favorite content even in places where you shouldn't be. One of my favorite uses for PIA is using it to access RuPaul's Drag Race no matter where I am. Baby, all you gotta do is start it up, log on PIA, and bam, there you go. Private Internet Access also encrypts your internet connection. This way it shields your digital life. PIA works on any device from computers to smartphones, and is compatible with every major streaming service. So you have unrestricted access to your favorite content no matter where you are. And if you have unrestricted access on an unlimited device, baby, the possibilities are endless. So what are you waiting for? Clicking my link in the description will save you 83% off of private internet access. That comes out to just $2.03 a month. Plus you get 4 months of private internet access completely free, making this a no-brainer, baby. So don't wait signing up for private internet access, because let me tell you, it's completely risk-free. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support. Now, let's jump into the shenanigans, shall we? I finally shaved, and I'm back to being a fucking naked mole rat. People always ask me like, oh, how do you feel getting into drag? What do you hate the most about getting into drag? I hate. I hate shaving. I think I look so fucking hot with the beard. I like being a boy. I live in La La Land. I'm in my full delusional fantasy. I genuinely think I'm one of the bros. The way Aura thought she was traded on season 15, that's what I think I give, I promise you. With all that said and done, I did the top of my base. I did my eyebrows first. As y'all know, I always start with that. If you want to see how I do my eyebrows, go watch my first makeup tutorial on YouTube. It's my very first video. This is not a makeup tutorial. Look, this one we're just gonna do a little get ready with me. I'm gonna answer some of y'all's questions that y'all been wanting to know the answers to, and I'm gonna just transform into a beautiful woman. So let's get started. Now, some of y'all are so shady, bitch. I'm telling you, when I was going through these questions, my jaw hit the floor. That doesn't happen often. Okay, I'm gonna just scroll randomly and we're gonna see what it gives. Now, this is a good question. So question 1 comes from Carter Brady on Instagram. He said, what is the key to obtaining trade? This is a decade-old question. First of all, we gotta start with this. What is trade? Now, all the Drag Race fans, all the little sissies out there, everyone thinks trade is just a hot guy. Trade is a straight or DL man who just, you know, a macho man and someone real buff and just so, just just a man. Think about the men who built houses, the men who were drafted, the men who were men. Oh my god, it's so problematic. Please don't cancel me. It's all in your mindset. First of all, I don't know why people think I'm a whore. I can count on my fingers how many men I've been with. My body count. Okay, let me live in La La Land. When it comes to getting trade, it's all in the mindset. It's all in your confidence. Rule number one to being with trade, if you have trade, it's between you and him. If you had trade and you munched on him and you see him at the mall when you're with your girls, you can't be like, oh, hey. No. Also with obtaining trade, it depends because most of the time they're gonna make the move first. You gotta let them know that you're feeling it. And you know, with men, they're kind of dumb. So you have to really be like, I'm feeling you. You have to give them the eyes like, if you follow those steps, you should get trade. The key to getting any man you want is really all in the power of the tongue. It's all about how charming you are. And I feel like personality goes such a long way. I know that when it comes to being in a room full of people, I might not have the nicest body, even though my body is T. I might not be the hottest, even though the face card never declines. But I know I'm gonna be given the most personality and I'm gonna charm whoever the I want. Obtaining trade, it's all in how you work it. That's just the true tea. Let's get started carving out these brows and setting my makeup up for my eyeshadow. It's been like a good almost month since I've been in drag and I just feel like I've forgotten how to even do my makeup. So with that being said, that leads us into our next question. The next question comes from Jakey Poo and he says, does painting trade really make them fall in love with you? I'm about to go meet up with trade, but I'm scared to follow in your footsteps. First of all, you must be confusing me with Selena S. Titties because I'm not into scat. The only scat I'm into is like a little bit of Anita Baker, some Ella Fitzgerald. Other than that, I do not paint the trade, but that is a good old Texas urban legend. They say if you paint trade, it makes them fall in love with you, but I've also heard from my girls out there, you can do it with men too. They say you make them some spaghetti and you put a little, well, we won't go there. Everyone always has like a horror story like painting someone, and baby, let me find some wood to knock on. I have never painted trade a day in my life and I would be so horrified if I did. But I guess it's like, when we're talking painting trade, is it a speck? Is it a spackle? Is it a splat? What is like, there's just too many deciding factors. If it's like a little, like it smells a little, then I'll be like, okay, like, we gotta stop. A little Hershey Kiss. I'm not a fan of chocolate, but I guess. But if it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup, you're getting your ass beat, literally. If you have a horror story where you painted trade, leave it in the comments. And for my girls out there who are like, what does that even mean? If you don't know what the phrase means, save yourself because you are one of God's chosen disciples, honey. I use the foundation to clean up my eyebrows and to base it out for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna take my little beauty blender and I'm gonna just buff her out, honey. Baby, these questions y'all be asking gag me, honey. I really hope that y'all are not out there painting the trade, but you know, if you are, you better get you some Pure for Men. You better make sure your water's running clean. But you know what? Mistakes happen and some men deserve it. Some men deserve to be painted, and I'll just leave it at that. You know, lately I've been seeing myself in a lot of like, obviously my YouTube videos, and I've had like a lot of like HD pictures lately, and I feel like I've been giving very Pennywise. Bianca Del Rio must have took over my body because I looked at myself and I was like, God damn, we gotta stop the big dinner plates on my eyes. I feel like I'm entering my fishy era again. I'm gonna be giving very puss, very sex vixen. In my mind, it's gonna be giving fish. Just stick with me. Also, before we even get into it, baby, just like the first time I did my makeup on camera, my brushes, as you can see, look f***ing atrocious. This is how you know you're getting the true tea, baby. We're giving you the full drag makeover fantasy. I'm gonna carve out the shape to my eye, and then we'll get into the next question. Girl, look, I was sitting here talking about I'm gonna be fish, so puss, and already with the black lines and shit. I cannot. Let's jump into the next question. Okay, let me see what is given. Timmy Phobic said, how do you deal with cutting off family? It kind of feels like I'm mourning them. This year has been a very transformative year for me. I've already gone through a lot in 2024, and I feel like it's really all about just ripping off the band-aid. I feel like you just have to go for it. You know if something's good for you or not. You know if something's worth investing your time, and you know how things trigger you and how they make you feel. So if you feel that way about your family, baby, sometimes it's just better for yourself just to cut that shit off, because if these people don't respect you and these people don't have the same love that you have for them, then they're not worth it. Baby, you're the prize. They're not worth being in your life. It's not even worth making a headache about it. Another thing that has really helped me, especially with like trying times I've had with my family, especially, I'm no contact with my entire family. I don't talk to anyone except for my older brother. We stay in contact. Other than that, I don't talk to anyone by my choice. choice, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's definitely a lot, especially when you're around people like during the holidays and things like that, but I feel like it's one of the best decisions I made for myself emotionally, because I don't think that it's ever a bad thing to prioritize your own happiness and to prioritize making life what you want it. Baby, life is so short. I think that anyone, regardless of if we're blood or if I've known you 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, I treat everyone the same, because time or being does not dictate who's most important in your life. I think actions show that. So I think that when it comes to cutting off your family, you are gonna mourn them. You're mourning the loss of people who are supposed to be there for you and people who are supposed to prioritize your happiness and make sure that you're the best you that you can be. When you notice that these people are not meeting your needs, you gotta prioritize yourself. You gotta make sure that you're the one being happy, and it is gonna be a process, and it's definitely gonna be a hard one and a sad one, and you will mourn that. But when you come out at the end of it, you'll see how much happier you are, because you're taking your own happiness into your hands. Clock that tea. Okay, now that I laid all my black down, I basically have the shape of my eye. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna add my browns and really contour it, and then I'm gonna go in with a little itty bit of color, because I'm gonna do my neutral drag eye, which is just essentially a bunch of oranges and reds. This eye makeup is just signature Mistress. It goes with anything. So our next question, Tico Angelo says, how does it feel to be a shady bitch 24/7? Are you proud or ashamed? First of all, sweetie, I'm a sweetheart. You know, I'm also delusional. I feel like I just had a sweet moment. Last question, bitch. I don't know if I would say I'm shady 24/7, but I would never be ashamed of being who I am, bitch. When people are like, oh, I don't like drama, count me out. I love drama. I love the chaos. I love the confusion. I love a nasty read, but I also love helping people. I love, you know, being a sweetheart. I love being that girl you could depend on. I'm a very multifaceted, but I'm always gonna be proud of who I am, baby. Never ashamed, trust me. If you own being a messy bitch, and they can't hold that against you. If you own being shady, no one could throw that at you as an insult. So I guess it just is what it is. I also hate being that girl who's like, I'm not shady, I'm real, but I'm not shady, I'm real. Okay, next question comes from Makeup by Angelo, and she says, if you had to paint a celebrity in Mistress drag, who is it and why? Baby, if you have been tuned in to Mistress Mondays on this very YouTube channel, you know I have put a lot of the girls in some foolish paint. I think the only one that I really did for real was Nymphia. I think I really tried to snatch Miss Nymphia up. If you haven't seen my other makeup transformations, go click on them right now. Treat yourself. Baby, comedy gold. But if I had to put a celebrity in Mistress makeup, I would love to see RuPaul painted real nasty southern snatchback. We would get mothered together. I just want to see what she looks like without all like the perfect, like picture perfect TV ready glam. I want to see her in a nasty little Texas snatch. Other than that, who else would I want to paint? Just for shits and giggles, of course, I'm a true lamb through and through. I would love to see Mother Mariah Carey in a full Texas high whore glam. The next question comes from Sexy Snow Slut, and this is a question that many people have asked. As I was scrolling, I saw at least 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people asking this very question. And Sexy Snow Slut says, how much do you weigh? Now, I know most people would be offended by this, and most people would be like, oh, you never ask a woman their age, and you definitely never ask a woman how much they weigh. But y'all know I'm an open book when it comes to y'all. I don't like to lie. And you know what? If I can't be honest with y'all, who can I be honest with? So to answer your question, how much do I weigh? Out of drag, no pads, no hair, none of the bullshit, just the true how I am, regular day. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing to say. I weighed 147, and that's the highest my weight has ever been since I was born, really. I mean, even as a baby, I think I was only like 112 when I came out my mother's kitty cat. But yeah, I'm 143 right now, and it's just been very stressful, and that's why I'm on this health journey and just trying to be a better me, because I would see people like Malaysia and Silky, Stacey Lane Matthews, they'll be performing. I'm just like, that's a big girl. You have big shoulders, big hips. You're a big girl. And I never wanted that to be me, and it was very confusing for me, because ever since I was a child, I've always been big boned, and people would always confuse me and be like, oh, like, you're a big girl, you're plus size, and I'll be like, I've never heard of that before. What does that mean? The body's tea. The next question comes from Hot Girl Gertrude, and she said, is non-binary tea valid? Wow. It's just very confusing to me what non-binary is, but luckily, my sister Bosco explained it to me. Just like people were trying to convince me, oh, you're plus size, you're this, you're that. This woman calls me and is telling me that I'm non-binary. Bosco was diagnosing me because, you know, we did work the world together and she would always tell me like, oh, you're so fish or you're gonna transition. And I'll be, excuse me? Just because, you know, some of us are born so womanly and we can just switch between being masculine and feminine doesn't mean that we're all these things. So non-binary is an umbrella term for people who don't identify exclusively as male or female. Non-binary people experience a mix of genders while some have no gender at all. Yeah, I love that. I love that for everyone. If you're non-binary out there, I somewhat respect you. But you know what? The way Bosco explained it to me, I guess I kind of would be non-binary. I don't care if you call me he, she, we, they, them. None of it matters to me as long as you address me respectfully. Non-binary by career, honestly. The next question, baby, when I put that red on my eye, you can't tell me that's not puss. The next question comes from Lucy Licious, and she said, how do I know if I'm big boned or if I'm just really fat? Baby, if you had to ask the question, you know the answer. You probably are fat as f, but that's okay because you probably look real good, honey. And you know what? Being fat could be a sign of luxury. Maybe that means that you can, you know, you can afford to eat what you want. You're snacking real good. Do your big one. Girl, I'm gonna get canceled from this f***ing video. I know it's given very arts and crafts. It looks a little crazy right now. Trust the process. I'm letting them marinate. I do like a little color theory when it comes to my eyeshadow. Trust me, I'm laying down the color. It's gonna look sickening, I promise you. Pro tip, if your eyeshadow's ever like a little chalky from all the powder you laid down, spray it with some Fix Plus and it'll be malleable again. It'll look real cute, trust me. Especially when you glue down your brows or if you wear brow stickers like me, trust me, it'll get you right together. So this comes from Jess Says Hi, LOL, and she said, are you single or taken? So I talk about my relationship history on Nicole Byers' podcast, Why Don't You Date Me? If you wanna know a little bit more backstory on that, you go check that out. As of this video, I am single and I am looking for a new boo. I am a world-renowned superstar. I travel everywhere, so if you are a delicious piece of trade, feel free to hit me up and we'll see what it gives. No, but really, I've been in my little celibacy era this entire year, focusing on myself and just being a better version of myself, and I'm not really thinking about men just yet, but you know, we're halfway through the year and I feel the love bug crawling and trying to bite me, so we'll see what it gives for sure. Okay, now people always ask me, how do I get my eyelid to be so white? If you haven't seen my first makeup tutorial, go watch it right now, baby. If you're tuning into Mistress Mondays, you better have watched every single video, and if you made it this far into the video, you know you've been enjoying the content, you've been eating up this shit, bitch. So you better make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All that shit is free. Leave a comment below and I'm gonna give you the secrets, bitch. So to get my eyelids so white, what you gotta do, and it's so simple, just take off all the shit underneath this. So you see how we mapped out where my eyelid is? You're gonna go in, clean that up with a makeup wipe, and then you're gonna put whatever white cream or base you're gonna use, and trust me, it's gonna look chef's kiss. Now that I cleaned all the makeup from where I mapped out my eyelid, I'm gonna show you how it'll make whatever color you put on top of that pop because you're putting it on your bare skin. Duh. Okay, I know this is not even. Now we can go with some black eyeliner. We're gonna fix her up and make it look as symmetrical as possible. Let me carve out my liner and then we'll jump into one more question. Here's a good question. InSal2309 said, coming out of the show, how did you expect the world to react to your run? You know what? I always tell people this and it's so funny. Like even when I was like leaving to Drag Race, everyone was always like, oh my God, are you so excited? Like your life's about to change. And when I went and did Drag Race, I honestly was so naive. I really was looking at it like I'm just going to up my booking fee. This is just like any other pageant. I really was not like even thinking about the TV aspect of it, which is why I think everything was so raw and real because my mindset mindset on it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a RuPaul girl and I'm gonna get my money and it is what it is. Like, I was not concerned with the TV aspect of it, which is why I think I was able to really be myself. I remember the first day when we finally were gonna release the promo, I was like, oh my God, the world's gonna love me. It's gonna be so sickening. And I'll never forget that first day when everyone was like, oh my God, Eureka, oh my God, she's giving X, Y, and Z. And you realize that even if you're perfect, even if you are so sickening, if you're the baddest bitch in the room, if you're the funniest girl, someone's always gonna have some shit to say about you. I never really considered what the world was gonna think about my run. I just knew everyone was gonna like fall in love with me. I knew that the people who got it would get it. And of course I knew the girls would be f***ing haters. So as time progressed, I think that people really did fall in love with me, which I'm very grateful for. So I like to take some more black and use it to really sharpen up the edge of my eye. And then I'm pretty much done with my eye makeup. I don't know, kind of fishy. Now that I have my eyeshadow done, I'm gonna move on to doing the bottom half of my face. And doing my foundation, I can't really talk too much. So I'm gonna finish my makeup, get into the full finished look, and I'll be back to do a little speed round of the Q&A. Face is done. I'm gonna go throw on my lips and my lashes and I'll be back with the finished look and we're gonna get right into the speed round of the Q&A. Ah, I'm a fucking woman! Ah! As you can see, baby, we had to zoom the camera out. I had to get every inch, every little piece, every speck of hair in the frame. Baby, I'm telling you, when I am a blonde, I feel my full puss fantasy. The hair is scraping the fucking ceiling. I am in full high whore Texas glam. I'm sorry, get into the mug. I have not been in drag in a good minute and I feel like we had to let the monster out. She was itching to come and baby, y'all know I'm giving full puss. I'm giving a little bit of fish, You see the material, bitch, get into the mug. I look sickening, I can't even lie. No one gets anything for being humble. Baby, clock that tea. I'm gonna leave y'all with a few more questions, so let's jump right into it. Let's see what the girls wanna know. Polly Stone on Instagram said, why is Bob the drag queen always coming for you? The bald bitches already got scalped by Malaysia. And let me say this, baby, one thing that's undeniable, I'm a motherfucking trendsetter. You see this wig on my motherfucking head? Maddie Morphosis, you could fucking never. She went on the pit stop playing in my shit. I invented big hair. What you wear as a costume, baby, my culture, don't appropriate it. This is what the girls wear every day when you're a little Texas high for drag queen. Not to get sidetracked. I'm a trendsetter. The girls all want to do rap beefs now. Maddie did the rap battle. Malaysia tried to do the rap battle. Baby, I'm the OG rap beef drag race girl. I'm basically the Azealia Banks of the drag race stratosphere. Do not play with me. So on the subject of Bob the drag queen, y'all know I never miss the opportunity to come for that nasty bald-headed bitch. Me and her love to go at it, but listen, all of y'all watching this video right now, go send my girl some love. Go drop some hearts. Actually, right now, if y'all watching this video, after this directly, everybody go leave some burger emojis all over her Instagram, all over her YouTube comments. That's our way of sending our love. I love that so much. She's so fucking funny. She's so crazy. When I was reading her post, you can just tell how much she loved her mom. And baby, not enough words in the world to say, I love you so much, sister. I'm sending all my love. And I hope time helps you just mend all the pain. I love you. Let's jump into the next question. Oh, this is a good one. Jupiter444 says, what was the first thing you ever mopped when you started drag? Oh my fucking God, this is so nasty and ghetto. With this being said, let me give a disclaimer. Everything that's about to be said is allegedly. Don't be trying to come sue me. Don't be trying to get me together. But with that being said, shout out to my first drag daughter, Miss Petty Brooks. My little angel, my baby. Me and my drag daughter, we used to go and we would steal bolts and bolts of fabrics. And As you can see, my fat ass ain't running anywhere. So I would pull the car to the front and she would go in, baby, in the blink of it. Oh my God. I don't want to say how we did it because I don't want y'all to do it. Do not do this. This was back in the day before cameras were so advanced. Maybe they're going to post you on the news now. We were young and dumb. We were broke and we wanted to look sickening. We would go and we would take someone else with us and they only had like 1 or 2 workers. So she would get a fabric that she knew they did not have in stock and she would tell her friend to take it in and they would try to match it to another fabric. While the workers are distracted, we would pull the car to the front. Baby, in the blink of an eye, the girls snatch the bolts. Baby, we would clear out the dance fabric section, take the fabrics, and we would hit it. And I was always so scared. Oh my God. Thank you, RuPaul, for giving me some coins. Now I don't have to do that. But that's a story that sticks out when you ask. That was over 7 years ago. We'll say the statute of limitation is over, honey. Don't even worry about suing us. I don't got no coins for you. And last but certainly not least, Any Pop says, let the girls have it. What is your next big step? Oh my God, what a great question to end with. So I have a lot of things in the work and I know y'all have heard it all from me. We've talked about the podcast, we talked about the Patreon, we talked about YouTube, all this stuff. I have so many irons in the fire and I'm so excited because the YouTube has been super successful. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you who've tuned in every single Mistress Monday. To think that we're already almost at 100,000 subscribers is so insane. I remember when I started my channel, I literally had nothing. I feel like right now, the next big thing, of course, is continuing my YouTube content. I have a bunch of huge projects coming on. Next month, I have a really huge project coming out that I have literally been working on for years. It's something that's not only near and dear to my heart, but something that basically is the reason why I even do drag. And all I'm gonna say is this: Trixie Cosmetics, Kimchi Chic, you could fucking never. Just be on the lookout next month because I'm coming for the girls. Honestly, I'm so grateful. Every day I wake up, I'm just like, I cannot believe this is my life. I'm so lucky to have y'all support and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you out there who watches the foolishness just like this, whether it's a Roblox video, a collab with your favorite drag race girl. But with that being said, if you made it this far into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm almost to 100K subscribers and baby, the 100K video is going to be one for the book. That's all I'm gonna say. With that being said, I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, every Monday is Mistress Mondays and starting in June, I'm gonna be uploading twice a week, so be on the lookout. If you wanted to ask a question just like the ones you've seen in the video today, don't forget to join my Instagram broadcast channel. If you want a personalized video, cameo.com/Mistress Isabelle. And with that being said, I love you guys so much. Bye! I want to give a big thanks to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So click the link below and get access to the online privacy we all deserve.